Okay, I got you. We should probably arrange for introductions so that people know what's going on here. On keys and guitar, we have Noah, who's filling in for Chris today, who's sick out in the car, correct?
Casey.
Casey,
is out in the car.
I apologize.
It's all good. It's all good. Casey's out in the car. Noah does actually play keyboards live too. So we got 3 keyboards going on stage. Wow. Casey plays 2. He's got one on the bottom, one on the top. Noah's got a keyboard.
Adam is on the drums.
Adam's on the drums.
And what's that? I'm sorry?
I'll have to speak
through
Sam.
Yeah. He'll speak through Sam, who is the lead vocalist of X-Ambassadors, and I'm damn happy to have you guys here. So let's talk about your influences, because I'm seeing and hearing all kinds of jazz influences and funk influences, and you know, you and I were standing out in the hall a moment ago, and you walked past a platinum record that we have hanging on the wall there from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, Californication. That was
absolutely
the first. You know, the first thing that Noah and I ever played together when we were in like 6th grade.
Yeah, something like that.
Noah had just got his first guitar. He got one of those Strat packs.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, one of those Fender Squire Strat packs.
For like $100.
Aren't they awesome?
Yeah. Oh my God, they're the greatest thing. And he learned how to play Scar Tissue on guitar, and like we had just got that record, and it was the coolest thing ever.
It's kind of like somebody lifting up a shade of a window, right?
Yeah.
Once you hear somebody you know play a melody like that, you realize, oh, this is possible.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers were totally a huge influence on us growing up. I think all of us.
Who else? Who else is a big influence?
Well, you know, I grew up listening to so much different music. My mom's a folk singer, so listened to a lot of Joni Mitchell and Cat Stevens and Carly Simon and Bob Dylan, obviously, and Woody Guthrie, and then
So they were Republican, is what you're saying?
No, far from.
Right.
But we also listened to like everything that was on the radio. You know, I remember the first time I ever got super excited about music, I think it was like over Will Smith's first CD, you know?
And I think that's fantastic.
I think what's cool about, you know, getting a little bit older and being able to look back on your influences is, you know, to understand that, you know, the Iggy and the Stooges record that I got that had such an impact on me was just as important as that Will Smith record that I got.
Well, and vice versa. You know, there seems to be a bit of a taboo that, you know, if it comes out of the pop or the R&B genre, and you're involved with alternative music, rock music, then, you know, you're a little bit above that. You're too indie.
Yeah.
You know, you're too cool for that. But there's a lot that can be gleaned from that kind of that kind of music, I think.
Yeah, totally. You know, we really have always tried to maintain a pop sensibility in everything that we do. And speaking of R&B, that's a huge. I mean, we're heavily influenced by R&B music, and especially, you know, like late '90s R&B, like Genuine and 112 and Jagged.
Oh wow! Wow!
And yeah, man. We loved it. We loved it.
Well, listen, you know, I've got so much more to talk to you about, you know, your hometown and where you guys are all from, and you've got a very interesting story about your brother Casey, who is sadly out in the car. Moment of silence for Casey. He's not feeling too well.
Moment of silence. He's okay.
He's okay. He's
napping.
And we're there. Okay, so anyway, we'll talk about Casey coming up here as well, but can we get another song first before we get involved?
Yeah, totally. This next one I gotta put my acoustic guitar on.
This is More with X-Ambassadors in the End Zone here on 101.9 The End.
This is enthusiastic. This is good. This is good. That pizza must have done some good, huh? So this next one's called Litost. It's spelled Litost. It's another one on our EP. This one has been getting some radio love down south, actually, and it's the first song of ours to ever be that we ever heard played on the radio ever. So that was pretty exciting for us. And without further ado, here we go.
me out of my mind, to come back begging for more. If you stay, you just stay for the night. Swear that I'm yours, and I'll prove that I'm right. These flies kept me sleeping. Oh, my feet on their wings. And your grandfather clock is still ticking, but the chime never rings. And how long must I stay? Will I lay by your side just to say that I'm yours? Oh, you'll never be mine. This love like a hole swallowed my soul, dragging me down. And there's blood on the covers from the curses we uttered to each other. You played your part. Oh, I play hide and go seek, safe behind your veneer. Does it bury a burden, baby? Makes it all disappear. Oh, those marks on your thighs, don't they sting when you leave? It's the way that you are, the way I'll forever be. This love like a hole swallowed my soul, dragging me down. There's blood on the covers from the curses we uttered to each other. You play your part. But this love like a hole swallowed my soul, dragging me. And I swear I'll stay with you, but I just can't forgive you. And I'll never be whole again. Oh, 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 my,
Oh my gosh. Damn, you guys should do this for a living. Ex-ambassadors here in the end zone. So, where, I mean, that was there were so many pieces to that song.
Yeah.
Where does that come from, man? I mean, how long does it take? That song had to have been in the works for...
You know what? That song, I had the chords going. It was just one of those things where it sort of all fell together. You know,
really?
I had the chorus melody already in my head, and the lyrics just came pretty quickly. The verses took a little longer, but you know, it was it's always, I mean, these things always happen. You know, it's about like a bad breakup, obviously, but
sure.
it was you know a year after this whole thing. You know, like after it had settled in and really had time to
marinate
and get out of my system.
Sure.
You know, like that was a big part of it. You know, with a lot of the songs that I write with lyrically, you know, it has to be much further down the line. You know, I can't. You know, if I'm upset about something, I can't just go home and write a song about it. You know, I have to deal with it in the real world.
Really think about
first, you know, and then deal with it later.
Yeah, you'd have two entirely different songs.
Yeah.
I think if you were to do it the other way.
Yeah, I think you're totally.
We're here with Noah, Sam, and Adam, and Casey, who's here in spirit. They are ex-ambassadors. They're playing at the Depot tonight with Jimmy Eat World. The show is completely sold out. Unfortunately, if you did not get tickets, you're going to miss one hell of a show, especially with ex-ambassadors. If you are listening to this and you do have tickets, make sure you get there early enough to see these guys because,
that's right.
You know, this is an opportunity. I always say this. It's an opportunity to see guys such as yourselves in a venue that's small enough that you can really get a different experience. Because I've got a feeling you guys are not going to be playing venues that size very long.
Well, you know, we hope not.
Yeah, of course not.
But we hope we do our time on the road. You know, that's important. You got to pay your dues.
You guys hail from Ithaca, New York. That's where you guys, even though you're based out of Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah, right now we're based out of Brooklyn, and that's where we all that's where we met Adam, actually, at the New School University. That's where we all went to college.
All right, and Adam's from Los Angeles, correct?
Yeah, he's the rogue.
So I'm guessing Adam's hauling the luggage a lot of times?
Yeah, we make him do all of it.
Yeah. So,
the diva.
Here's the thing, you know, you come from parents that are in the arts and entertainment industry, you and Casey.
Yes.
Do you preview any of your music for your folks before you?
Every song that I play for my, at least for my dad, that like isn't really quiet and has like acoustic guitar in it.
Sure.
He's like, I can't hear your voice, Sammy. I can't. Your vocals get lost. There's too much noise.
Are these demos that he's listening to? Or
no, this is like the real stuff.
He just doesn't like the produced finished product?
You know, he's an old fogey. I love him to death. He's an old fogey.
He doesn't understand the production.
He doesn't understand, man. He doesn't understand.
I got you. Okay, so you guys have been out on the road now for, what, about a month?
I mean, on and off for a month, probably more. It's, you know, ever since we really started doing this, you know, going full steam with it, you know, 2 years ago, we've been on and off the road for, you know, it's like we're on the road for a month, back for a month.
Would you consider yourself more a studio band or a road band? I know that's one of those weird kind of Tiger Beat questions, but...
We are totally a live band, I think. Yeah,
I would agree.
You feel more comfortable as a live band?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we've been doing, playing live music for people since we were 12 and set up a little stage.
The first show that we ever did, we set up we built our own stage in my backyard. And
you were how old?
We were...
12 years old. You guys have been playing together that long.
We've known each other since we were first day of kindergarten.
And Casey was involved this early on?
Casey?
Yeah, Casey was there. He was on the lawn next to the stage.
He was keyboard like literally on the grass.
Nice.
Sam wouldn't let him on.
I was not a very welcoming brother.
Adam just said, you know, I'm actually using Adam's microphone, so I apologize. But you just said, Adam just said you wouldn't let Casey up on the stage.
No, I wouldn't let him.
He still barely does.
I still barely.
You know, let's talk about Casey for a minute. This is a great story. I don't know how well, you know, you guys in the audience, you know, Ex-Ambassadors is an up-and-coming band, so you may not be familiar with this phenomenal story, but your brother Casey is blind.
Yeah, he was born blind.
And he's out in the car right now because he's got some health issues related to
whatever it is that made it go got a bad cold. it's not anything too crazy, but he had a kidney transplant a couple of years ago, and it's related to his illness. And actually, that was around that time we, wrote the song, the 2 songs that you just heard when he was recovering from that.
Can I ask you again if I'm kind of reaching into no-go territory here? Please forgive me, but having a member of the band that is visually impaired, that can't see, has got to present a whole new list of challenges to you guys being out on the road. Or is it because Casey been around with you guys so long that it's just not something that you even pay attention to?
It's not something we even pay attention to. I think, growing up with him, and then he's been playing in the band with us since, he wasn't in the first incarnation. I wouldn't let him in the band because I was selfish and I wanted it to be all about me. But,
sure.
But he was in our high school band, and it's just another thing. It's like some people are grouchy in the morning, and
yeah, sure, I get you.
Every band has its thing you deal with. He's got that too. He's grouchy in the morning.
Is he really? He's grouchy.
Oh, he's the worst. Oh my god. It's like waking the dead.
Is he the grouchiest member of the band?
No.
In the morning.
Who is the grouchiest member? When there was
you are.
When there's strife in the band, when there's an FU and an FU, who's the one that usually instigates that?
Oh man, I think it's probably me and Casey instigating it because
you're
we're brothers. We're brothers. We fight all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, that's how diamonds are made.
Stuff.
The friction makes diamonds. That's I don't even know where that came from. I think I got it off a Hallmark card. So let's see. Can we get one more song from you guys?
Yeah, we can do one more for you. It's a cover. Is that okay?
Of course, absolutely. Yeah, sure. We love covers here.
Adam can leave. Yeah, get out of here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Talk to the mic.
Adam is going to leave.
Adam's going to leave. Bye. We can just do this one, the 2 of us. It's an acoustic, very. Yeah, he wants pizza. Go get some pizza. It's good. So this song is I think it was originally done by Bob Dylan, but it's called "I Was Young When I Left Home." This is sort of where some of the folk influence comes from.
Okay. I was young when I left home, and I've been around and around, and I never wrote a letter to my home, Lord, Lord, letter to my home. I never wrote a letter to my home. It was just the other day, I was bringing home my pay. I met an old friend I used to know. Said your mother's dead and gone, baby sister's all gone wrong. Your daddy needs you home right away. Not a shirt on my back, not a penny on my name. I can't go home this way. So way, Lord, Lord, home this way. I can't go home this way. If you miss the train I'm on, count the days I'm gone. We'll hear that whistle blow 100 miles, honey, baby. Lord, Lord, Lord. We'll hear that whistle blow 100 miles. And I don't like it in the wind, but I go back home again. But I can't go home this way. So way, Lord, Lord, home this way. I can't
Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for ex-ambassadors here in the end zone.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely fantastic, man. That was great.
Thank you, man.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure, and, we're going to be seeing a lot from you guys, I can tell.
Anytime you want us back, we'll be here.
Yeah, well, done.
All right.
I'm so excited to hear that. They're playing with Jimmy Eat World, actually, at the Depot tonight. The show is sold out. If you have tickets, make sure you go early enough to catch these guys. You do not want to miss them. Ex-ambassadors, find them on iTunes.
Yes, you can find us on iTunes, on Spotify, and on pretty much any other platform.
Any digital music platform, CD, record.
We have the CDs. We don't have LPs made yet.
Yet. They're coming, though.
They're coming, maybe.
There you go. Keep listening to 101.9 to find out who's playing next in the end zone.